Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Bonjour, salut. Can you hear me? So if you're just joining in, let us know where you're joining us from. Bonjour, bienvenue, welcome to. Okay, we can hear you now. Okay, welcome, welcome, welcome. I trust you're doing well. Happy New Week. Welcome to a new week, everyone. Today we'll be having a live class, another section, talking about French countries and their nationalities. For example, I'm from Nigeria. Je suis Nigerian. I am a Nigerian. So I will talk about your country and also how to talk about your nationalities. That is what we will be looking at in today's class. Okay, so if you are just joining in, kindly let us know where you're joining us from. We'd like to know your state, your country, your name. So you can just drop a bonjour, je m'appelle Esther, joining from Lagos, joining from Canada, joining from wherever you're joining us from. We'd like to know in the comments. And of course, do well to share this link on your status, your social media, share with friends and families that will be needing this live class. It's free and it's very heavy and detailed. I'm sure you can testify to that already. Okay, Alvin says, bonjour, madame, joining from Warri. Bonjour, Alvin. We're happy to have you here. Okay, so we are doing countries in French and their nationalities. That is what we are starting with in this class, countries and the nationalities. Okay, Usman said, bonjour, madame, joining from Lagos. We're happy to have you. Welcome, Alvin. Welcome, Usman. We're waiting for others to also tell us where they're joining us from. Okay, just a minute. Okay, we'll get on now. Started. Countries and nationalities. So in French, we have the masculine countries and we have the feminine countries. All right, I repeat, in French, we have the masculine countries and we also have the feminine countries. So it's categorized as either masculine or feminine. That's what I'm trying to say, like in French, right? Every single noun in French is categorized as either masculine or feminine. So now in today's class, we'll be looking at the masculine countries and the feminine countries, and also talking about their nationalities in French. Okay, we're looking at the masculine countries and the feminine countries, and also talking about their nationalities in French. For example, Nigeria is a masculine country in French. Okay, Nigeria is categorized as a masculine country in French. Alright, Oyindamola says, bonjour, joining in from Abuja. Salut, Oyindamola, we're happy to have you. Okay, now let's start with the masculine countries. What are the masculine countries we have in French? And what are the things to note from these masculine countries we have in French? Because I'm from Nigeria, I'm going to start with Nigeria. Okay, so the first we have is le Nigeria. Alright. Then for the nationality, we say Nigerian for masculine. Then that's if it's a male that is saying I'm a Nigerian, it will just say this. But if it's a female, she just going to add the E and say Nigerian, adding the E to it. Alright? So le Nigeria is Nigeria. So it's not like the lo made something special here, no. It just indicates that it's a masculine country. If I'd like to confirm, you can see this very clear. Okay. So lo Nigeria just indicates that it is a masculine country. The lo indicates for masculine. Alright? The lo indicates for masculine, right? So meaning Nigeria, le Nigeria. Then when it's nationality, we say Nigerian. Nigerian for masculine. When it's a male that is saying I'm a Nigerian, Nigerian. When it's a female that is saying I'm a Nigerian, Nigerian with the E. Please take note of this. Alright, so the next we'll be looking at now is le Sénégal. So that is Senegal. Okay, then when it's the nationality, we say Senegalais. Then when it's a female, we add an extra E, Senegalais. Sorry. When it's a female, we add an E at the end, Senegalaise. Alright? So let me just come here so you can get what I'm saying. So I'm saying Le Senegal is the country that is Senegal. So the law just indicates that it is a masculine country, right? You don't have to add the lo every time before your country. No, right? You don't have to. So just to indicate that it's a masculine country. So no Senegal, Senegal is Senegal, right? Okay, I'm going to add this other accent here. Okay, Senegal is Senegal. Then when it comes to the nationality, we say Senegalais for the masculine, for like a male rather. A guy wants to say, I am from Senegal. He says, Je suis Sénégalais. Then I am from Senegal for a female. We add the E I put in the bracket and let me make it more obvious. And it becomes Sénégalaise. Sénégalaise. You see that? So Senegalais is for a male, Senegalaise is for a female. But the country itself is categorized as a masculine country. But when it comes to the nationality, there are different ways you say it for a male, and other ways you also say it for a female. Please take note of this. Alright, so let's continue. The next we're looking at is Le Canada. Le Canada. So tells you Canada is also a masculine country. So when we come to the nationality, we say Canadien. Now this Canadien is for the male. Okay? Then when it's now a female, you add an extra N-E. Canadien. Do you see that? Okay? Le Canada meaning Canada, right? So when it's a male that is saying I am a Canadian, the male says Canadien. Je suis Canadien. But when it's a female that is saying I am Canadian, we add the N-E in the bracket here and it becomes Canadien. Canadien. Like me now, I am a female, I will say Je suis Canadienne with the N-E here. You see that? But Usman is a male. Usman will say Je suis Canadien with just this one here. But for the female, I'm going to add the N-E to it. So that is it. Meaning that the way you say the masculine, the way you say the nationality for a male is not the same way you say it for a female. But don't mix it up. The country itself is a masculine country. It is categorized as a masculine country in French. Please take note of this. Alright, so now let's get on to the next one. We have le Japon. So le Japon is Japan. So now, how do we categorize someone from Japan? That's a Japanese now. We say Japonais for a male, and for the female, we add the E, Japonaise. Do you see that? Japonaise. Japonaise. Okay, don't forget these are the countries, these are the nationalities. Okay? So Japan is the country, meaning Japan, right? But someone from Japan now is like Japanese. So how do we say Japanese in French? So for a male, we say Japonais. But for a female, we say Japonaise. Okay? Please take note of that. For a male, we say Japonais. For a female, we say Japonaise with the E added to it. Okay? If you're just joining me, you want to see your bonjour, bonjour Rachel, bonjour Balade, bonjour Madame Jabit Abuja. Very good. Bonjour Ogo. Sorry if I didn't get that. Bonjour Ozi. Welcome. Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. Okay? I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce that correctly. We're happy to have you here. Okay, so now we've done le Nigeria. So Nigeria is Nigeria, but nationality Nigerian, Nigerian, Nigerian. Senegal is Senegal, that is the country, while the nationality is Senegalais, Senegalaise. Canada is Canada, the nationality is Canadien for a female and Canadien for a female. Okay? And the next is Japan. Le Japon is Japan. Then the nationality Japanese becomes Japonais. So you see, I said Japonais. I didn't pronounce the S at the end for the male. Japonais. But for the female now, I will say Japonaise. Japonaise. Take note of that. Okay? Now let's go to the next one. We are saying masculine countries. And the next one we're looking at now is le Brésil. Le Brésil is Brazil. Okay, so now you see that it is a masculine country. But you see most of it here, they don't end with E. We don't have any E here yet. Okay, so le Brésil is Brazil. Then the nationality will become Brazilian. Then for the feminine, for the female, we add N-E, Brazilian. Alright, that's Brazilian, Brazilian. So Brazilian is for the masculine, that's for the male rather. So if a guy wants to tell you, I am Brazilian, he says Brazilian, right? But for a female, she says Brazilian, Brazilian, with an N-E now. So I'll say this again and again, don't forget, it changes. For a male now, the way a male will say I am Brazilian, I'm Brazilian, it's not the same way. It's not the same way a lady will say it. For a male, it ends here, right? For a guy, it ends here. But for a female, it continues here. Brazilian, Brazilian, Brazilian. Take note of that. All right. So we have done about 5 of it now. Let's see the next one. So we're looking at le Royaume. Le Royaume-Uni. Who can guess what Royaume-Uni is? Before I say the answer. Who can guess what Le Royaume-Uni is in English? Le Royaume-Uni. Okay, I'm reading our comments. Okay, good. Alright, Olufumike says UK. That's very correct. Okay, that's United Kingdom. So look at it. Le Royaume-Uni. Le Royaume-Uni. I don't say Royaume-Unis. The S is not pronounced. Le Royaume-Uni. Very good. You got that. So now, what will be the nationality for this? So I'm waiting to see it. Let me see. Let me see if someone is going to write Rayoniers. Alright, I'm waiting. What's nationality for this? Royaume-Uni. Alright, I'm waiting. Sorry, the chat is loading. Is anybody going to tell us that, or I should just go straight to saying it? Le Royaume-Uni, what is the nationality for that? Okay, very simple. We can use Anglais. Okay, it's categorized as British. Okay, so let me just break it down for you. So what is the British? Okay, we can use Anglais, correct? Good, correct. So what? Okay, well, I think that will work. Let's just stick with that. Okay. So for a male, it will be Anglais. For a female, Anglaise. Okay? No, Angleterre is London. Alright? I can see what you wrote. Angleterre is London itself. No, sorry, I think I'm mixing it up. Sorry. Just a minute. Long is London. I also want to confirm. Angleterre is England. Sorry, Angleterre is England. I just want to confirm that. Okay, Angleterre is England. Sorry, that's England. Thank you. Okay, so we can also use anglais with an S. For example, now someone from Royaume-Uni. Yes, thank you, Elsie. I saw that. Okay, so someone from Royaume-Uni can also be categorized as an English person. So we can use anglais for the masculine, that's for a male, and anglaise for a female with an E ended to that. Okay? So Angleterre is England. Yeah, correct. Alright, good. So don't forget the pronunciation is le Royaume-Uni. Le Royaume-Uni. You don't pronounce the S at the end. Please take note of that. You do not pronounce the S at the end. Okay, so let's continue now to the next one. So London is London. I'm just going to write it here. Okay, this is London. I was mixing it up before. London is London. Okay? Angleterre is England. Alright, please take note of that. Okay, London is London. Angleterre is England. So let's continue now. See on the masculine country. So we're looking at le Portugal. Okay, le Portugal meaning Portugal. Okay, le Portugal is meaning Portugal. So now the nationality will now become what? Who can tell us that the nationality for le Portugal? Do you want to say Portugalese, or you want to say Portugalais, or what do you want to say? Anybody? Okay, I'm not writing that. I'm reading the chat to wait if I'm going to say anything. Okay, so it's Portugais. Then of course, when it's a female, we add the E. So Portugais for a male, je suis Portugais for a male, then je suis Portugaise for a female. Alright, please take note of that. So that is the nationality. Very good. Elsie, you got it. Very good. So Portuguese for a male, Portugaise for a female. So let's read it now from the top. Okay, from the top, let's go Nigeria, Nigérien, Sénégal, Sénégalais or Sénégalaise, Canada, Canadien, Canadienne, Japon, Japonais, Japonaise, Brésil, Brésilien, Brésilienne, le Royaume-Uni, Anglais, Anglaise, le Portugal, Portugais, Portugaise. So these are the countries. We have so many masculine countries and nationalities. But before we go to the feminine, I want to see the chat, and I want somebody in the chat to try to tell us one masculine country they know in French. Because I'm willing to wait for that. One masculine country you know in French. Anybody? You can try before I give the final one, and then we'll go to the feminine, because we have a number of them. Like, there are really, really many. I know we have to also wrap up very soon. So anybody? Okay, good. Yemi said le Mexique. Very good. Le Mexique. Okay? As clear as it is, le Mexique is Mexico. Good. So what is the nationality of le Mexique? I don't say le Mexico. This UE not pronounced. So I said le Mexique. Le Mexique, meaning Mexico. So what is the nationality? Okay, someone said le Chinois. Oh, we'll get there. Chinois is the nationality. Actually say le Chinois, because it's not spelled right. Okay, yeah, we got it. So Mexican. Very good. Mexican. Then of course, if it's a female, we add the E. So please, especially when you are writing, take note of this N-E, E-N-E-N-E we have for the different ones. Okay? For a male, Nigerian. For a female, Nigérienne. Nigerian. You see that? For a male, Sénégalais. For a female, sénégalaise. For a male, canadien. For a female, canadienne. For a male, japonais. That's Japanese. For a female, japonaise. Japanese, but not for a female. Brésilien, brésilienne. You see it? Anglais, anglaise. Portugais, portugaise. Mexican, Mexican. So please take note of these different ways you say it for male and female. All right, Miriam. Okay, let's go to the next one now. So le Ghana, yeah, le Ghana, Ghanaian, Ghanaian. All right, that's good. I'm sure, but you got that. Okay, I'm trying to look at the ones I missed. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Okay, so let's Alvin would like to know what you're trying to say. You said le Chino. What are you trying to say, Alvin? Do you want to say China? So China is, sorry, let me just move this here. So, all right. Okay. So Alvin, China is a feminine country, and we say La Chine. La Chine. That's China. So now, someone said is American masculine. Okay. You know what? Hold on. Let me explain something to you. See, United States of America is this. États-Unis. Right? This is United States of America. That's les États-Unis. Or let's not add the article. Let's just say États-Unis. So now this is a plural country in French. It's never categorized under masculine or feminine. It's more of a plural country in French. Well, you could actually put it under the masculine. So now I want to say I am okay, American. I would say American for a male, then American. Look at it, for a female. Okay? But États-Unis, that's United States of America in French. Okay? That is how you say United States of America. So it's les États-Unis. You can just add the article. And now I told you that just to categorize that. It's a plural country. We have what we categorize as plural countries in French. And les États-Unis is one of it. So this is United States of America. So now we want to say the nationality. American for a male, American for a female. Okay, so please, I hope I answered that question. Someone asked if American is masculine. If Eugene, did I answer that? Because I'm about to clean that now. Did you get that correctly? Les États-Unis is the country. American is the nationality. American is also the nationality for the female. So I want to be sure we all got that before I clean it. I'm back cleaning it now. Okay, it says here, thank you. Okay. So the country is États-Unis. États-Unis. That's it. Alright, so now I said earlier, La Chine is China. So now how do you say Chinese? We say Chinois. That's for a male. Then we say Chinoise with an E for a female. So Alvin, do you get it? Alvin, guys, so you're something like Chino, something. So I have to explain this for you. So Alvin, I want to, was that Alvin or Omolade? Sorry. Okay, that was Omolade and Alvin. Okay, so Omolade, you actually tried, but the spelling is still not correct. So it's Chi, the N-O-I-S. Alright? So La Chine is China. And you are under feminine country now. China is a feminine country in French. It's categorized under feminine in French. Okay? So now, let's say, let's pick a male in this place. Okay, let me like I say male Usman. Okay, so I want to say he is Chinese. I would say il est chinois. Il est chinois. Do you see it? But she is Chinese. I would say elle est chinoise. Do you see the difference now? You see, chinois for, I don't pronounce the S. Chinois, not chinoise. Chinois for masculine. Then elle est chinoise for feminine. Take note of that. Okay? So, we're getting there. Now the next one is l'Italie. L'Italie. So l'Italie is Italy. Then the nationality Italian. Italian. So you can see it's Italian. Italian. So for a male, it's Italian. It ends here. For a female, we now add the N-E. Italian. For a female. So please take note of that. So what is Italy in French? Italy. Italy. For those that are in the alphabet class, remember letter I is pronounced E. Italy. Italy. Alright? Take note of that. So that is how you pronounce Italy in French. Italy. Italy. So now for nationality, Italian. 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 Take note of that. Now the next we're looking at is La Corée. Okay? La Corée. So La Corée is Korea. That's Korea, the country. Korea, like, you know Korea now. That's it. So now, you want to say the nationality for La Corée. So see that all these ones now is La. But because Italy begins with a vowel, that's why we have L apostrophe. Why is the L so big? Sorry. That is why we have L apostrophe before the Italy. So now Korean is Korean. But for a female, we have an N-E. Korean. Korean. So please take note of that. La Corée is a country. That is Korea. Alright? So you see there's an accent on the first E and nothing on the second E. So La Corée. La Corée. So Korean. Korean. Sorry, okay, this is the country. Korea. They're Korean with an N-E for the female. So now I am Korean. Je suis Korean. You that you're a male, you are Korean. So we're Korean, but it ends here. But for a female, it continues here. So the country is La Corée. Korea. La Corée. La Corée. Okay? Please take note of the pronunciation and ensure to apply. That's why I'm taking time to explain it to you. Because pronunciations too are very important. They help you speak French like a French person. Okay, so now that's we've done La Chine, l'Italie, La Corée, and the next one now is La Colombie. Who can tell me what La Colombie is? La Colombie. Okay, I'm waiting for you. La Colombie. Okay, who's telling us what La Colombie is? Oh yeah, now it just sounds as the way I wrote it. It's very straightforward. Very good. Thank you, Elsie. So La Colombie is Colombia. Alright, so someone from Colombia, we say, okay, who can guess? Very easy. Someone from Colombia, what do we say? We just add an N to this Colombie. We say Colombian for a male, then with the female, Colombian. So it's an extra E, just one N-E. Do you see that? Very good. Well done, Queen. Well done, Merit. Well done, Eugene. Well done, Usman. Well done, Fumi. You are doing so well. So La Colombie, that's Colombia. So Colombian now becomes Colombian for a male, Colombienne for a female. Alright? So don't forget, we are under the feminine countries in French. Okay, Colombian, Colombienne. Very good. So now the next one we're looking at is La Limane. Who can guess what La Limane is? Who can guess? La Limane, La Limane, La Limane. What was writing up? Okay, what's La Limane? I'm reading your comment now. I'm trying to see who is going to get it first. Wow, Elsie, you're so fast. Okay, so Elsie says Germany. So is Elsie correct? Or should we give another try? Alvin said German. Okay, we are getting there. Alvin said German. Who can tell us? If Lanimine is Jenny, so what is German? Like, I am German. That's one from Germany. How do we say that? So please don't forget, Lanimine is Germany, is the country. Don't forget, we are doing country first before nationality. So I'll be very fast. So someone from Germany is Allemand for a male, Allemand for a female. Okay, it's a bit different from what we have as the other ones. Okay, so L'Allemagne is Germany. Someone from Germany is allemand. So for a male, very good, Elsie. We don't pronounce the D for the male. Il est allemand. Il est allemand. But for a female, we say elle est allemande. Elle est allemande. With the E added to the end. That's for the female. So the meaning for the male, you don't pronounce the D at all. Allemand. For a female, allemande. Take note of that. It's really very straightforward. It's not difficult for you. Okay? So allemand, allemande. Very good. So let's go to the next one. Okay? So, sorry, just a minute. Okay, so we have la. We have la Suède. La Suède. Okay? So la Suède is Sweden. La Suède is Sweden. Okay? La Suède is Sweden. And someone from Sweden is Suédois. Suédois for masculine, Suédoise for feminine. Okay? Suédois for masculine, Suédoise for feminine. So please take note of that. Okay? La Suède. It's not la Suède. It's la Suède. La Suède. La Suède. Because of it. Okay? La Suède. That is Sweden. So someone from Sweden, Swedish, we say Suédois. Suédois for masculine. Suédois for feminine. Please take note of that. Suédois for masculine. Suédois for feminine. Now the next one we're looking at is la Russie. Look at what la Russie is. Okay, I'm seeing our comments in the chat. We are doing very well. Okay, we're actually participating very well. Shows that you're learning, and I'm always happy when you're learning. So rounding up, okay. Can someone actually beat Elsie to this? I think I just want to beat Elsie. Why is Elsie always coming first in the answer? Okay, that's good. Russia, very correct. No. I said La Russie. La Russie. See, don't forget, anytime you have the article before it is a country, not a nationality. So La Russie is not Russian. It's not Russian. It is Russia, the country itself. Okay? La Russie. La Russie is the country. So if you notice that in all these nationalities, I'm not adding any article before it. For the nationalities, there's no article. But for the countries, there's an article just to guide you. Alright? To guide you. These are the feminine countries. So the ones that come first, they are the countries first. Okay? So let's go to the nationality. Okay, someone said Elsie is B2. Hey, Elsie, are you B2? We'd like to know your level. Someone to admit that Elsie is B2. Elsie, are you B2? She said, I watch French news. Oh, that's good. That's amazing. So you can also share the channel of the French news. Is it France 24, France 24, or RFI, at TV5 mode? You can share with everyone the French news you watch. The others can also indulge in it as well. Okay, so Mem said Russian is the nationality. So is that correct? I really love that we are trying. We're almost rounding up. Okay, we have one more country to go and that's it. Miriam said Russian is the nationality. Please, is that correct? Is it Russian? Chinese. Chinese short series hub. You say Russian too. Hey, this is where it gets interesting. Not Elsie getting it again. No. Not Elsie getting it again. So yes, someone from Russian is Rus. Rus. Both for the masculine and for the feminine. Whether it's a male that is saying I am Russian, je suis Rus. Whether it's a female that is saying I am Russian, it's still the same thing. Je suis Rus. Alright? Let's take it of that. So we'll go one more. The last one that we have for here, and I'd love to do many, but I'm just taking my time to explain it for you because the thing is that you have to understand the class. Trust me. I don't have to pack the whole 500 countries here and nationalities, and you are lost. You don't know why we have 2 different nationalities for masculine and then for feminine. So I just take my time to explain to you and the pronunciation. So from other times, you can have live classes to just we have. And like Elsie said too, you can check TV5 mode. It's very facile. RFI français facile. And I also recommend France 24. So else you can just write it for us in the chat as well. Okay? So yeah, let's continue. Someone said, wow, yes, that's it. La Russe. La Russie is the country, Rus is the nationality. Someone says Ojoro. Ozi, why are you saying Ojoro? That's in French. That's how it works in French. Okay, so let's go to the last one. So the last one is La Suisse. Don't let this one confuse you. See, La Suisse is Switzerland. Don't worry, I will say this one. La Suisse is Switzerland. So what is the nationality? Who can tell me the nationality of La Suisse? I'm dancing. Oh yeah, now. La Suisse is Switzerland. I'm in our chat. What's the nationality for Swiss, for La Suisse? Who's going to tell us? Where is Elsie? Elsie is not showing herself again. Oh yeah, I'm joking. Let us try. Let's try. So if La Suisse is Switzerland, and I'm very sure La Suisse is Switzerland, so what is the nationality of La Suisse? How do you say I am Swiss? I am Swiss. That's someone from Switzerland. Okay? I'm waiting. Queen said sweet ziz. Queen said sweet. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Sweet ziz. Okay, Yemi got it first. Surprisingly, the country and the nationality is the same thing. That's why I have to bring this one for you here in class. Okay? So it's also Swiss. Okay? So I can say, mon pays est Suisse. My country is Swiss. That's my country is Switzerland. Et je suis Suisse. And I am Swiss. That's I am from Switzerland. Okay? So we are all correct. Alright? So it's please, Chinese is Swiss. Please, oh. Usman says Susie. Today's class is funny. Usman says Swiss. It's not Swiss, please, it's Swiss. But both the masculine and the feminine. So you see, roots and Swiss is the same thing for both the male and the female. Okay, well done everybody. You have done so well, so great, so amazing in today's class. But before we go, let's quickly read everything again. Okay? But first, that's true. What is country in French? Oh my God. This should have been at the beginning of the class. I'm so sorry. What is country in French? I didn't write that. I'm so sorry. What is country? You can tell us what country is. Country. Well, we're rounding up now. It just occurs to me that, oh boy, I didn't mention country in this class. Pays. Thank you. Pays. So please, this is it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, so pays is countries. It's both country and countries. Okay, pays with that's YS. Pays. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Alright, okay. Alright, so let's just read everything quickly. Okay, Nigeria, Nigérien, Nigérien. Sénégal, Sénégalais, Sénégalaise. Canada, Canadien, Canadienne. Japon, Japonais, Japonaise. Brésil, Brésilien, Brésilienne. Royaume-Uni, Anglais, Anglaise. Portugal, Portugais, Portugaise. Mexique, Mexicaine, Mexicaine. La Chine. Okay, La Chine is China. Sorry, excuse me. Okay, let's move this way. Because I like to confirm we cannot see the board. Just a minute. Okay. La Chine, Chinois, Chinoise. l'Italie, Italien, Italienne. Please, are we all saying clearly? Okay. Italian. Okay, thank you. La Corée, that's the country. Coréen, Coréenne. La Colombie, Colombien, Colombienne. L'Allemagne, l'Allemand, l'Allemande. La Suède, Suédois, Suédoise. La Russie, Russe. La Suisse, Suisse. So that is all for our live class today. Masculine countries, feminine countries. I trust and believe you had a great time and that you learned today very well in class. So that'll be all for today. So you can always come back to this live class, watch it again. We have so many countries, trust me. We can't even start naming all of them to this class. We'll not be done. But from time to time, we can come back and look at the other ones together again. We can have different sessions. This one now, we're going to name it Countries and Nationality 1. So we can come for another session, but not this week. Next week is going to be, not this next class. The next class okay, so we can have another session next week, Mondays in French. Okay? All right. Thank you, everyone. I trust and hope you had a nice class, a nice time in class today, and you've learned these different nationalities and countries in French. But do not forget to like, to share with someone that needs this lesson, and also subscribe. You can say it on me again. Topfrançais. Speak French with confidence. That is what we want for you, and that's why we are having this free live class with you, so you can learn the basic, the foundational aspect, and other aspect of French, and get to speak French with confidence. So do you want to enroll for your French classes, or you have some friends or families or anyone interested in enrolling for class? Please, you can reach out to us via our link on the YouTube. I also have a referral bonus, so I did not mention that. Like, we have referral commission for every referral you bring to Topfrançais. So for TCF, for TEF, for DELF, for DAF, any reason you want to learn French, you can rely on Topfrançais and learn French. You see, Elsie is a student of Topfrançais. She has had some classes with us at Topfrançais. You can see how Elsie is completely grounded in her French. So I think Topfrançais also played a very good role to that. So it's tested and trusted. I think Elsie also mentioned in the last live class that it's tested and trusted, and you can rely on us for your French class, for traveling reasons, relocation, or anything. We are here to help you for both kids and adults. All right, à tout à l'heure, Usman. Very good. You see, we're already applying what we are learning. That's the good thing. Apply what you learn in class. This was when we did our greetings. À tout à l'heure. Merci, merci, merci. Thank you, everybody. So one word for this class before you go. What can you say about today's class? I can see your merci beaucoup. Elsie says merci beaucoup. Alvin says oui, merci, madame. Okay, Ozi, she will say merci, madame. And Usman says à tout à l'heure, madame. And Fumi says à mercredi. Yes, see you on Wednesday, 9 a.m. What? À mercredi. Merci à tous. Bisous, bisous. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Au revoir. Merci.